And I've always been a seeker. I've always been looking for tools and things that I could learn to teach the families and the kids. And one of the things that distinguishes access as a modality from the many other modalities that I learned is that the tools of access consciousness actually work. They're easy, you can use them right now, and they last. The other thing that I love about them is that kids love them because they're easy. They're easy to learn, and kids change, like, instantly. They change how they function, their performance in school changes, they get more play dates, they sleep better, they eat, like, all that stuff changes just like that, and I've never found anything that can do that.
Hi, my name is Christine McCarthy, and Ann Maxwell is here with me today to talk about Would You Teach a Fish to Climb a Tree on our ACP Author Series.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Ann.
Hi.
So I'd like to know what inspired you to write this book.
I've worked as a therapist working with kids and families for, 25 or more years. I can't count them anymore. And some of my favorite kids are the ones that never fit in, that were always so different and that people never knew quite what to do with. And Gary Douglas, who's the founder of Access Consciousness, called me one day and asked me if I would write this book along with him and Dr. Dane here. Mm-hmm. And I said yes, because it was just, I said yes because I knew that we were going to be able to reach so many people and so many therapists and teachers and people who actually work with these kids and offer them something really different from what's actually out there.
Yeah, and you can tell that this book was published years ago, but now is very mainstream. I mean, we're seeing autism, ADD, ADHD in the media quite frequently now.
Yeah. The title of the book comes from an Albert Einstein quote, which is, "Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will spend its whole life believing that it is stupid." It's that approach and that attitude that has made kids with these diagnoses feel so wrong and feel so bad, and has actually made their parents want to find out the cause and all that kind of stuff. And the reality is they're just different. There's nothing wrong with them. They're just different. They function differently. They think differently. They emote differently. They look different in a lot of cases. And again, there's nothing wrong. They're just different, and they just need different handling. That's all. And so the book is actually replete with a lot of stories from Gary, from Dr. Dane, and from me, from both our personal and professional experiences. The book is also filled with lots of tools that people can use, like right here, right now, to begin to create something completely different with these kids.
What is one of your favorite tools in this book?
So my very favorite tool is to ask kids a question and to ask myself a question. One of the things that I found as a therapist that's so prevalent out in the world is the degree to which people function from isms and judgments and declarative statements about the way things are, and kids don't actually function like that. So asking a question of a kid or asking a question of myself, like, what is this and what can I do with it, are two questions that I love to ask. But one of my favorite tools to give to kids and to give to parents is the question of, who does this belong to? And I don't know about you, but I just remember as a little girl, I was so aware of so much stuff going on. And what I say to the kids is, are you kind of like a radio tower, right? Do you like pick up a whole lot of information and all that? And they all go, yeah. And I say, so what if you could just know that information is out there without feeling like it has to be yours, even if it's really intense? What if you could just know that it's actually not yours? And one of the ways to find out whether it's yours or not is to ask yourself the question, is this mine or is this somebody else's? Like, literally, who does this information belong to? And that's one of the things about these kids, is that they are aware and they do pick up things from other people, and nobody's ever given them any tools that they could use with it. So they think they're wrong, and they tend to spin out or to like pull in and shut down and not say anything. And people behave the way they behave if they don't have tools to make it easier for them to function in the world, to be out there.
So if this book was available in schools around the world and teachers used it and it was a part of the curriculum for classes, what would you think would change?
Everything. everything. These kids would grow up. One of my dreams is for there to be a world where kids aren't judged for being different, but where they're given what they require in order to blossom, because these kids are some of the brightest, most creative, most imaginative, most fun kids ever. And one of the things that makes me sad is to see them contract and be made wrong and curl up or explode with anger or whatever. And if this were in every school, every family, every household, just think what that would change, right? A world where kids could create whatever it is they wanted to create and where people could support them.
Thank you so much for joining us today and speaking about your beautiful book. We're very happy to have you. And thank you for being somebody that's willing to change the world.
Thank you so much for inviting me. Sometimes I don't have words. I'm so grateful. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.